I'm going to be sharing a simple 3-step model that can literally change the trajectory of your life. When you practice this model, it will fuel your success at work, your success at home, and it will also fuel your peace. Who would like to go to sleep at night with peace? See, at Fast Forward, we believe it's possible to have both, to have extraordinary success at work and in your life, and also go to sleep at night with peace, at least most nights. Okay, so this model is being used actively by thousands of women and men all over the world, across career and life stages. So my intention is that you leave here today committed to practice it. When you practice this model, it will fuel your confidence, your ambition, your relationships, and your overall happiness. So let's dive in. A few months ago, I was at an event with numerous senior level decision makers, and I met this really dynamic woman who runs a big sales organization. And she was sharing about the change she was driving inside her company and the industry. I talked to her about Fast Forward and how we could help and how we've helped other clients drive change. She said, I'm really interested, please follow up with me. So the next day, I made it a priority to put together a thoughtful letter, a proposal reflecting our conversation. I pressed send, and I eagerly awaited her reply. Well, about a week later, there was nothing. So I sent another email, pushing this up to the top of your inbox. I would love to get together with you. 3 days later, nothing. Well, at this point, I decided that I came on too strong and I was way too much. That I just steamroll people, I'm too enthusiastic, I need to change my approach. She was probably just being polite and like really isn't interested in working with us. I then proceeded to think about all the other people that didn't get back to me in 2019. And I decided they didn't like me either. And then there were those 2 parties this summer in my town that I was left out of, and I decided those women didn't like me either. Who can relate to this story? So pretty soon I was feeling like slightly depressed and really unmotivated. At Fast Forward, we call this a power outage. Just a loss of confidence, a loss of power. And I beat myself up for not only a few hours, several days. And guess what? That woman did get back to me. She is authentically interested in working with Fast Forward, and we are talking about a 2020 engagement. I suffered because something happened, or in this case, didn't happen. I made up a big story about what it meant, and it was completely made up. We as human beings do this all the time. Something happens, someone says something, someone looks at us in a particular way, and we make up a whole story and add drama and add significance. Okay, this is part of being human. So today, we're going to share what to do about this. We collect evidence for our stories so that they become more true. These are some of the common stories that we hear in our travels. My manager, he doesn't appreciate me. Moving up requires too much sacrifice. It's just better to stay where I am. I know what I'm doing, not going there. I should be further along in my career. I should have gotten my MBA. It's really hard to be a working mother. I shouldn't have moved to this neighborhood. I should have done my research. I'm not like any of these other women. It's never good enough for my mother. She's so critical. Nothing I do is right. I'm never gonna meet someone. I'm just gonna be alone. I know if I were to interview each one of you, raise your hand if you can relate to one or more of these stories. Just a hunch, okay? So this is, and you know women, and you think to yourself, they have it all together. They can't have stories like this. They have them too. So this is a sisterhood. We're all in this together. You're probably wondering, when am I getting to the good news? Like, why is this the opening act? Okay? So I'm now gonna give you the good news. You have the power to choose a new story. I'm gonna share several, I'm gonna give you the model, and then I'm gonna share several examples of how I've used it in my career and my life, so that you leave here today motivated, equipped, and in action to apply it to your own life.